I'm Reginald, going out, and you're watching or listening to Best of the Bottom. In this week's episode, Justin begins the quest to Coachella. On the road to rage, if you will. Diane, she shares a story of a friend's affinity for water sports. How he quit making milkshakes because other boys come to his yard. And she once broke the telegraph, much in the same way Kim broke the internet. And here's your host, Justin and Diane. Welcome to the bottom shelf. Hamlet, hit that intro.
It's gonna be terrible.
To some kind of a show.
Some kind of a show.
I just don't know how I feel about this one. And with that, we are back. This is Best of the Bottom. We're bottom class people drinking bottom shelf booze. And it is just me and Diane once again, because Deborah's working. And this has been kind of an eventful week for me. Been very emotional. Like, I was very hostile. Actually, let's see. Technically, it's been like, no, yeah, it's been a solid week. Well, this weekend. So, as many of you may know, Rage Against the Machine has reunited. And of all places, they're starting the tour in El Paso and Las Cruces. That's right, El Paso and Lost Causes. How they even found Las Cruces on a map, I will never know. But the moment I heard that Rage Against the Machine was coming to Las Cruces, and mind you, this started. It's been a while ago. I know months ago there were some flyers that showed up on around town saying Rage is getting back together and yada yada yada. And I thought it was just, you're messing with me, man. You're messing with me. Rage is not getting back together. Been hearing that for years. 19 years, Rage Against the Machine has not been together as a whole band. I think except for like they did 2 shows sometime around 2007. They did like a show in Los Angeles and New York, and then Dust in the Wind again, you know? But Rage Against the Machine is possibly one of the few bands that had a strong influence in my life that I would have a possibility to see. You know, when I first discovered rock music and Rage Against the Machine, I was probably about middle school. So during the time Rage Against the Machine was actively touring, I was too young. So, you know, mom's not going to let me go to Los Angeles by myself to go see Rage Against the Machine. And then when they broke up, I was devastated. You know, because see, I was a big fan of Nirvana. You know how that turned out?
You know how that turned out.
Big fan of Sublime. Once again, not a happy ending there either. And then Rage decides to break up for no reason. I don't know. I'm sure they had their reasons. I respect you as artists and individuals. You have your own lives to lead. But then they broke up. And I was like, damn, bro. When am I going to see Rage? And years went by. And then you hear rumblings of a Rage reunion. Little rumblings, whispers in the wind. And you'd be like, oh, is it really going to happen? And then, of course, it would amount to nothing. It would die down.
Like even a few years ago, you heard rumors of Rage getting back together. Not as Prophets of Rage. Which, don't get me wrong, Chuck D, Be Real with the rest of Rage, I ain't even gonna disrespect on that shit. Not at all. Not gonna have a problem at all. I respect all of them as artists. But then suddenly, in 2019, it is confirmed Rage is getting back together. For real. Not Rage Against the Machine and this guy. Or Rage Against the Machine and these other guys. Or Rage Against the Machine. No, that was it. Because you had Audio Slave too. You had like Chris Cornell was great with Soundgarden. Rage Against the Machine was great as Rage Against the Machine. But I just wasn't feeling the Audio Slave. It wasn't my kind of glaze on a donut. You know what I mean? Just not it. Damn, it is warm in this room. Thought we were gonna need a fan. But anyways, I digress. Rage was like an early influence for me. I remember being just a little hoodlum skater kid, and I would hear that Rage Against the Machine music, and it just sparked that like rebellious spirit. To this day, when I hear Rage Against the Machine, I just get a little just a little feisty, you know? Just want to be like, oh, fuck you, man. You're not gonna tell me what to do. But I also lost my train of thought now. Totally derailed there.
Rage is getting back together.
Yes, Rage is getting back together.
They're coming here first. And are you going?
Oh, I was trying to get to the whole how important Rage is in my life, but I've been a huge fan of Rage Against the Machine since I've known of their existence. And I absolutely love the band. There's just so much to them. The political aspect, the music, it was just simply lovely. It was delightful. It warmed my heart. This cold, cold heart was warmed by the music of Rage Against the Machine. Warmed. And then the day came. Rage Against the Machines go on sale. 11 a.m. on February. What was Friday? Was it Friday? No, it was Thursday. Friday, February. I'm gonna check my calendar because I totally forgot.
It's that monumental. Like
I know it was that monumental that I don't remember. Oh, it was Thursday, February 13th. Right? I think I've got that right. February 13th, they went on sale at 11 o'clock. I had an alarm set, and I was gonna just get on and do it and buy the tickets myself. I had an alarm set early so I could get in the queue, buy the tickets, right? Then I realized, damn it, I'm gonna be at work. I work on an ambulance. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to be online to buy tickets at 11 o'clock. So I came up with another plan. Give my credit card information to, don't judge me, my ex-wife, because she was already gonna buy tickets. Her and her current boyfriend, because her current boyfriend was one of my best friends and one of the people we bonded over Rage. And so he was damn sure gonna get his tickets. So I gave her my credit card information to get in there and buy me tickets. That's where it all went wrong. She got her tickets. Her and they both got their tickets. I did not get tickets. 0 Rage tickets for this man over here.
I would be pissed.
At first, I think I went through all the stages of grief. I really did. At first, I was just angry. I was pissed. I was so hostile. Like I'm at work and like it's time to write patient care reports, and all I could do is just sit there and be angry. Just angry. you know, I'll do about my job, and then it was time to just sit there and write. I would just sit there and I'll be writing along, and all of a sudden something would happen, and I'd be like, get rage tickets. I was so upset. Then I started texting my ex-wife. I'm like, oh, you blew it. You dropped the ball. You know what? You're not even that big of a Rage fan. Let me buy your ticket. And I offered her like 150, then 160, 180. I got for $250 offering her for her ticket to go to Rage Against the Machine. Wouldn't budge. Would not budge.
Justin, you're depressing the shit out of me, man.
I know. So I'm just sitting here thinking, all right, let's find a plan B. She's not gonna send me the tickets. What's gonna happen? So I'm talking to my partner this whole time. She starts reaching out to people. She texts her girlfriend, and her girlfriend's looking for tickets for me. So I got a squad of people trying to find aftermarket Rage tickets that aren't like $7 million. Because I was close to spending $500 on Rage tickets here in Cruces, but then I realized I have to pay for a car. So I could not do that because I couldn't, skip my car payment. I was devastated. So then I thought, all right, plan B. Let's see if they got tickets in Glendale, Arizona. Sold out. Started looking at all the places that I could drive within a 12-hour radius. All sold out. The only tickets I can find that I can possibly see Rage Against the Machine is Coachella. So as of right now, I am on a journey and a spiritual quest to get Coachella tickets and drive my happy ass to California for Coachella to see Rage Against the Machine tickets. So I've decided, you know what? Not only am I going to work my butt off to get these Rage tickets, I'm going to make a journal. I'm going to make a whole vlog series on my quest for Rage. The quest to Rage, the road to Rage, the voyage to Rage, I don't know. But it started recently. I've picked up so many shifts at work. I just came off of working 27 hours straight because I am doing everything I can to come up with that money, give me Rage tickets. I'm going to go by myself. And so what I'm probably going to do is, because this is such a big deal to me, I'm gonna vlog the whole journey, and hopefully I get those tickets, and this story ends with me and a GoPro about ready to get into the pit at Coachella. That would be the happiest ending ever. And I will sign off at the end of the night with a tear in my eye and a smile the size of Texas. And then I'll have to drive back here. So that is my Rage Against the Machine story, my quest, my journey, everything that I've been working so hard for lately. And hopefully it works out. I'm going to do everything within my power to get there. I've already put in vacation time. Like, I requested vacation time for that weekend already. Like, it's a little, like a month and a half out, something like that. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to put in the vacation time now. And between, as of yesterday until I think April 5th, I am putting in to work as many shifts as I possibly can. And first thing I'm going to do is get the tickets. Second thing I'm going to do is find me the camping pass. If they sell the camping passes, then I don't know. I haven't gotten that far, but there is going to be a way. So that is my adventures this weekend. Like it's been a crazy journey. Like I seriously went from I was like hostile. Like I was just seething at one moment.
Yeah, well, you gave your shit to your ex-wife and your ex-best friend, expecting them not to fucking
drop the ball. And like basically what happened is they signed in on one phone and then signed in on another phone, but there was like a 2 minute gap, maybe not even that, just a short gap in between getting into the line on one and the other. And in that time, thousands of people got in between, and they sold out before I could buy the tickets. I mean, they sold out fast.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a band that's beloved amongst many people of my generation, and I mean,
I'm gonna probably have to. Sorry, I don't mean to put like. I'm gonna have to take this necklace off, or I'm gonna just be messing with it, and it'll probably.
but yeah, I lost my shit when she texted me and said that they were sold out. Especially knowing that she got tickets.
Yeah.
Like if she would have missed out on tickets, I'd have been like, we're all screwed. What are we gonna do now? But just telling me I didn't get tickets, and I was also gonna try to get tickets for Mystery and Kurt, but they were supposed to pay me back. But no, that'll be good to go. Well, that's right though. Positive things are gonna happen. I'm going to Coachella, and it's gonna be fun. I can go there by myself. I'm gonna make friends with lots of strange people, and it's gonna be absolutely lovely.
Just don't get murdered.
Well,
and if you do, it'll be like for real, like found footage, fucking.
If I feel like there's a chance of being murdered, I'm just gonna live stream everything.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, I've talked to a few people that I know that I'm friends with, and told them if they come up with the money, I'll see what we can do, and we'll go up together.
Yeah.
But so far, nobody's any plans. But I'm not.
What are you gonna wear? Are you gonna be all fancy?
What, to rage?
Yeah, like just to Coachella. I mean,
Coachella?
Everybody always dress funky.
I'm gonna dress as funky as I normally do, to be honest. I'm definitely gonna have to wear my Cats and Banana shirt. And I don't know. The only thing that kind of sucks, I was looking at the Coachella lineup, and majority of the other bands, like I know of them, not sure I can name a single song. And other people, no idea who they are. But I discovered there's somebody, there's a rapper or something. I guess he's a rapper, but his rap name is Kinda Black. And he's a white dude. Oh, maybe he's Kinda Black. Maybe he's half black. I don't know. Maybe he just grew up in the hood. I don't know. But the fact his name is Kinda Black made me giggle. It's kinda with a Y. Don't know anything about his music, but I'm looking forward to seeing him live. And then there's a bunch of other people that I have no idea who they are. Fatboy Slim is gonna be there. I didn't even know Fatboy Slim is still a thing. Like, I haven't heard anything about Fatboy Slim since like '99, maybe 2000. I don't know. But tonight we are drinking Carlo Rossi in this giant jug. And it was like $17.99 at my local CVS. So yeah, we got that, and then we got our usual 99 shots. We did our preemptive shot, which I might start including those in at the beginning of the videos. I'm not sure. Figuring that out. And that's been my biggest thing that happened this weekend.
That does sound very sad and traumatic.
Dude, like, it's kind of weird though. Like, I legitimately pretty sure I went through all the stages of grief. Like, bargain. I don't think I've quite reached acceptance yet, because I'm still in this optimistic phase where I'm gonna work my ass off. I'm gonna get my hands on Coachella tickets, and I'm gonna drive my happy ass down there all by my lonesome.
You should still document. Are you gonna start documenting after you get the tickets?
No, I'm gonna start documenting. Well,
I'm like, you should start documenting now, and then even if
yeah,
you don't
part
get the
of this is the documentation. This little story is gonna be in a little snippet in another video. So if you do start following our stuff, you might hear the story more than once. I'm trying to figure out what channel I'm gonna put it on. I'm probably gonna put it on this channel. And then I wanted to start the vlog series when I got off of work today because I was all tired. I was just do like a little selfie camera and be like, "Oh, I just worked 27 hours trying to get rage tickets," and then do like a backtrack the next day and tell a story. So I might just do the story and then figure it out. I don't know. I was tired as hell yesterday.
Yeah.
27 hours of just exhaustingness. It wasn't a crazy day at work. It was just
A long day?
27 hours with, like, I think I got a handful of naps in during that. Like, 15 minutes here, 20 minutes there. But not much. But I'm going to get to rage one way or another.
Yeah, well, good luck, sir.
And like I said, there's a lot of people still looking for rage tickets for here in Cruces. Who knows? Maybe I'll luck out and I'll see them here and then see them at Coachella. I don't know. That's just life and part of the adventure. Diane, did you have a story you wanted to tell? I don't know. Do you want to tell the story? Now I'm hyping it up. If you don't, do you have another story you want to tell?
Hold on.
Give
Yeah,
time.
at the same time. Okay. I don't know how I was hoping for a way to
A segue?
Yeah, something for the Diane story.
I just want to say this wine isn't terrible. Does that help you segue? No, it's actually like decent.
Hold on, I gotta taste it again because I already forgot.
Yeah. I don't know if we drank this wine on another podcast. I know we've drank this brand. I just don't know if we drink Paisano. Oh, Deborah's calling.
She's probably outside.
Deborah, you're on the air. Yes.
I was going to ask you if you're still podcasting.
Yes, we are. We are live and on the air right now. Well, I'm not live.
I was
No,
like,
it is
we're
live.
live. This is scary.
We're not live yet, but we are podcasting.
Okay, well, I don't really feel good, so.
Okay. Well, plan B is I'll have Diane sleep on the couch. Are you telling me to have Diane sleep on the couch?
Well, how much longer do you think you're going to be?
I don't know. It's been 30 minutes.
Tell Diane to sleep on the couch.
All right, you just told Diane to sleep on the couch. And this is going to stay in the podcast. So, we love you. Feel better. And, I don't know. Don't be a putz.
Thanks, I guess.
All right. Bye, love you.
Love
Me
you.
too. I love you.
Love you too, bye.
Love you, bye. Look at us being responsible.
I know.
Hey.
Yeah, Diane sleeping on the couch. I'm gonna have to find some
Yay.
blankets. The next project after this is done.
I'll just end up sleeping with a shit ton of towels.
Oh, the towels are in the wash.
I'll roll up in one of these guys.
No. Be like that one party. You had to sleep in my room and we had to
Yeah.
we had to build the invisible fence. And that's the day you decided that my animals and my room are color coordinated.
Well, they are. It's like an animal fashion show. It just they don't match. You got a gray one, you got an orange one. You got an orange and gray one, and then you got a gray and white one. Oh, well, I guess you got a gray, orange, and white one.
Yeah.
It looks like a fashion show. They were all laying there, and it just looked like a collection. It was.
And Mallory's white and brown.
Oh yeah, and her too.
Maybe I'll put a little shrink screen or something in here.
Okay. Maybe.
Right here. Or
Maybe.
it's gonna go
Maybe shrink screen.
whoop, I don't know. I don't know if I'm just gonna have a pop up or a string screen. I don't know. I edit by how I feel at that moment.
Follow your heart.
I'm getting better at editing. Hope you guys are enjoying it. If you're not, look, man, I'm trying. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. Come on.
But yeah, so I'm sleeping on the couch tonight.
Does that segue into your story? Speaking of sleeping on the couch.
No. I was gonna really try and force it, but no. So I just feel so unnatural. So a friend was telling me they recently broke up with their girlfriend.
Happens.
After a night full of drinking and pissing all over the place. Which I won't do to your couch. Boom!
Oh.
Got it. Saved it.
Hey.
Look. It's weird. Ever since I've been going to bars and meeting new people, I'm finding new levels of drunk, that I just didn't know were
I've seen
possible.
all the levels of drunk, I think.
Well, it's just like I know my own levels of drunk, and it's just like it's like I can get shitty. That's like my levels of drunk. I do some weird shit. I've thrown up on myself. That has happened.
Some of them are documented in the podcast.
Yes,
that's
true.
Some you won't get to see. Some you won't get to see. There's some we decided, you know what? Nah, man. There's been a couple ugly fights in some of these podcasts.
Yeah.
I actually deleted one file.
Yeah.
I didn't even want to remember it.
Yeah. I like to think I'm getting better at that.
I was talking about the one where it wasn't even you that caused the fight. It was a certain other person that we allowed on the podcast. And she kept getting up and...
I was like, what are you talking about? And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I won't put names in here because it's disrespectful, and it turned into an ugly night.
Yeah, that was interesting.
We were all cussing and yelling at each other. Well, I was yelling at a lot. Ugh, it was awful. Anyways, so urination everywhere.
Yeah.
R. Kellying.
Yeah, well, he went to pick her up from a party. She couldn't even walk, really, and insisted the whole time that she never drank anything. Can't even walk. And it's like, oh no,
sometimes my logs sometimes my logs quit working. My legs. My logs sometimes just clog the toilet. Sorry, that was horrible. I was trying to find something to say. Ooh, hey.
I'm just thinking about your logs clogging the toilet now. Toilet humor, but like...
Yes.
So they're driving home.
All right.
And she decides she needs to pee. So he goes to pull into a gas station. Too late. She's already pissed herself. Yeah. All over the seat, all over herself. And this man, being the gentleman that he is, decides, you know what? I'm gonna go to Walmart and I'm just gonna buy you a new pair of pants. So boom. He goes to take her to Walmart. Then she decides, I have to pee again. So he's dragging her through Walmart, trying to get her to a bathroom. The whole time he doesn't realize she's already peeing. So he's dragging a pissing woman all the way through Walmart.
I don't know if I can take her with me. I might just have to stay at Walmart.
Then he decides, you know what? I'm just going to
clean up aisle 3.
I'm just going to take you. I'm going to take you home. Like this is it. Like you're just going to go home. So she still lives with her family. So she was like, if you take me home, we're breaking up. Like this is it.
Oh, this is
Like my mom will be pissed, like, don't take me home, and he's like, I'm taking you home. Like that's it. So he goes and drops her off. She's super pissed off. She opens the door, starts pissing her pants again for the third time. She has pissed her own pants. And that's how he lost his girlfriend.
well. If anything, she's consistent.
Yep.
And you know what? That counts for something.
Yep. 3 times. I'm always like, how long is the ride home? Like, what was the time span of all that piss? Because that's insane.
2 blocks.
That is insane. And piss yourself 3 times. Like, I'm willing to forgive maybe even 2, honestly. Like, I'm like, you know what? Shit, piss. It happens, you know?
Mm-hmm. It's natural.
But 3 times. And then when you're at your own house, it's like, run as fast as you can and get to the toilet, bitch. I mean, I guess she could barely walk in the first place. But I would have at least squatted in my own front yard, you know? Like, I'm not about to, like, clean up piss. Like, I'm already, like, soaked in it. I ain't cleaning it in my own house. Like, yeah, she was super mad at him. Was just like, you didn't take care of me and all that stuff. And I'm like, the man tried to he was even gonna buy you pants, bitch. I'm like, how? That is love. Like,
that
dragged your ass into a Walmart peeing and dragged your ass back out. That's love, motherfucker. He could have left you.
That reminds me of a certain girlfriend we all know. And
Yes. Well, I don't know. It was an amazing.
did he start dating her?
I never found out what her name was.
That reminds me of it was a family thing. Like the whole family was up in Ruidoso.
Oh,
Do you remember this?
Yes, I do.
And trying to put this delicately the best I can. So essentially, majority of the time, she's made an ass out of herself nightly. But I believe I think it was you and her were drinking, and then I guess you guys called it quits.
Mm-hmm.
And then she decided she still needed a few more shots afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
And she drank some more when, we were going to bed. And so we're at this little condo site, hotel, thingamajigger thing. Okay? That's a terrible description of it, but
It's yeah.
so, and then in this room, it's just me, her, and then my 3 kids. And they were in a separate room. Ugh, I always feel so bad about this whole story every time I think about it. But you know what? This is real, people.
Yeah, well, what happened was, because, too, we were supposed to, it was only supposed to be Kurt, or you and the kids were going to come up later, right?
Yes.
But
Because I had to work, because I couldn't get one of the days off.
Yeah.
I tried, but it didn't happen.
So,
no names.
Oh.
Ugh, now I'm going to figure out how to edit that out.
Somebody.
Start over again.
Somebody, what's her name? Girlfriend, ex-girlfriend.
We'll start there again.
She
went up with you guys.
She was gonna come up with us, but then Kurt wanted to go, and then she said, Kurt could go, who's
the oldest.
Yeah, just the oldest.
He pops in every once in a while.
So he was gonna go, and then my grandma decided, well, you can't just take one. Everybody has to come then. So then it ended up being all the kids. And
I grew up by myself.
So that was already like I think she was already like kind of annoyed about that. And then she ended up getting like super fucked up. Like I ended up watching the kids because she just like got trashed, like
just horribly wasted. Well, That was when she went there just with you guys.
Yeah.
So it was before I was up there.
Yeah. So we were drinking and kind of having fun. I don't know. And then,
She tends to overdo it.
yeah, like we got the kids in bed and all that. And then, like, I was just like, okay, we hung out a little bit longer. And then we were like, okay, we're going to leave. And so we just left her. When I left her, she was drunk, but fine. Like, not really a problem. But yeah, I don't even think I heard anything about it until next day. Till you got me, and then woke up and you were like, yeah.
No, because I got there during the.
Because none of that. Well, we haven't even said what happened.
Yeah, because that must happen the night before. Because remember, I came up the next day.
Yeah.
I got there in like the afternoon. Same time I think Uncle Leo got there. I got there at the same time somebody else did, or just shortly after. Then we all went swimming and got having fun, just hanging out. But that night was a different drinking night.
Oh.
It was
I don't know. We got wasted.
But when we went back to our room, because I was tired, I was ready to go to bed. I worked a 24-hour shift and then got up early to drive there and get there at a decent time. And so so I guess at some point, I don't know, she kept drinking and she got so drunk. She was like, wasn't even functional. And I was like, oh, you need to shower. You need to drink some water. You need to do something to kind of get yourself functional. And then she just lays there and just pukes all over the bed. Just everywhere. Just covers the whole bed in vomit. And mind you, for whatever reason, she's butt-ass naked. I don't even know why she is. But she's butt-ass naked for no apparent reason. So then I have to pick her up and carry her to the shower. And as I'm carrying her butt-ass naked, Kurt opens the door to go pee. And I'm like, oh, this is so embarrassing. It's horrible. And then I had to put her in the shower. And then I had to take all of the blankets. And then I had to go. Actually, I made her take all the blankets and be like, oh, you get to figure out what you're going to tell them on why every single blanket is covered in vomit. The only blanket that wasn't covered in vomit was that weird scratchy blanket they put over the top.
Of course, it was the weird scratchy.
So we had to put that one down as the sheet.
Ew.
And then, of course, I always bring my own blankets because I'm uppity. Actually, I'm not uppity, but I'm a little bougie. I don't know. So I bring my own blankets, and I use those instead.
Yeah, that was the same vacation. Oh, that was like a horrible vacation. I was so pissed.
Everything was a
I ended up having to take care of all the kids, and then I had to take care of.
Is that when you went and sat in a ditch?
Yeah, I got dude. This vacation, I was like, this also doesn't look good on me because this was like, I was super stressed out because I had to watch the kids, like kind of watch her ass too. Then it was like, and the whole time she kept complaining about watching the kids. I'm like, bitch, you ain't even watching the kids, so shut up. Like, what's your fucking problem? And then like, I was just super pissed off at her. And then like, I got in a fight with my mom and I ended up running off and I was like barefoot, fucked up. There was like, then I just had this thought of like if anybody comes looking for me or whatever, I'm just gonna lay in this ditch. So there was like this ditch right there, and I just went and I laid in it for a bit, and then like it was one of those things where like I was laying there and I went, "What the fuck am I doing?" Like it had a moment of like drunk clarity where it's like I'm barefoot. I think I was underage too at the time, not underage, but like under drinking age. And I was like, I'm fucked up barefoot laying in a ditch. If a cop comes by, like I'm fucking screwed. I don't even live here. And I was like, you know what? Just fucking get your ass back into the like. The ditch wasn't very far from the fucking condos, but it was like, it was one of those things where like I just realized like, oh my god, what the fuck am I doing? And then I was so embarrassed for the rest of the vacation because it was just like. I don't like vacations though. Like I think you can only be in those situations like family vacations for so long before shit just gets. It's just too much, and she was too much. She was far too much all the time.
Yeah.
That's the same vacation too, because you guys were engaged, and I was just like, I was trying to make it sound like I'm like, not trying to be like this bitch is crazy, but I was just like, you guys need prenups, like both of you got a prenup. I was like, because I was like, for your sake and for your sake, just if you ever get famous, and I'm like trying to like make it sound like I'm not like, oh, you're a fucking crazy bitch, like.
Yeah.
If something fucking happens, you're gonna take all your money. Like,
oh.
Thank God you got a vasectomy because you don't want that in your life forever. Like, and then I came back home and then she was pissed off too because I was on Adderall at the time. And I didn't bring it, and she's like, "Oh, you forgot the most important thing," and I was like, "Bitch, that's my Adderall."
That ain't
like, then we got home and she stole some. She stole half the bottle as soon as we got home from vacation. Because we went home early, didn't we? Like, we all went home together?
No, I think we all left at the same time. We didn't leave. Well,
because I feel like we went in the car.
No, I think I had to leave early. Because I think everybody else was going to stay 1 more day or 2 more days. Something like that.
Because we went home with you, though.
Yeah. Because I think they were coming home.
We got into the house and like she was like looking. She was like, I have a headache, and she was like fiddling around in the medicine cabinet forever. And then like I went to go take one, and then I was like, half of these are fucking missing, and it was like right after like you guys left, and I just remember being like, that bitch. And then she was trying to trade them for a different drug, and I was just like, that son of a bitch. I was like, that's when I was like, all right. I'm done. I can't handle this crazy. I can't fucking.
Yeah, I don't think we stayed together much longer after that. Yeah, just the things that happened with that girl. Let that be a lesson. You know, just if he's stealing your Adderall, you gotta find another girl.
Puking all over the bed.
Stealing your sister's Adderall.
Yeah.
And puking on the bed. Making them carrying butt ass naked down the hallway where your children are awake. Well, actually, they weren't awake, but they were supposed to be asleep. But one decided he needed to go to the bathroom or whatever.
I mean,
he was much younger.
I'm willing to forgive her for being drunk and butt ass naked because that has happened to me recently. Yeah. When I woke up and I was in my Batman robe, and I was like, I was fully dressed like for most of this night.
At least you weren't on fire.
Why did I decide? Yeah, that's true. That's true.
One time is enough.
One time a year. That's what I give myself. This is not the first. This is not the first time I caught my hair on fire. But the first time I had Sammy to put me out immediately. This time it was like, oh, and I just mushed that fire all over my hair, and then it was just. Like I thought it was funny, but then also I was like, the only person I had to talk to about it was like my, I don't know what to call it, I guess mom-in-law of sorts.
Eventually.
Yeah,
maybe.
Whatever.
I don't know.
Well,
we'll see what happens.
Let's be optimistic here. But but yeah, her, and I was like, I'm not about to show her how big of an idiot I am. I'm like, this makes me feel stupid, and I wish I had somebody here to joke with. But I'm not about to go talk to her about it because it won't feel like a joke.
Nah, I think she'll give me a hard time.
Yeah.
So I say we take this last shot, and I'll get into my last little story, and then we'll sign off. Because we are going to drink some 99 grapes. This is going to be awful. Starts off very okay, and it goes so wrong.
I think all of them kind of do, and then you tug birds, and then it's like a ooh, doing that made it hurt more.
Yeah, guess we just chase it in this little water. If you want. Want to drink all your water?
I don't know. But yeah,
Ugh.
girlfriends and stuff.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So I recently discovered something interesting about myself that I didn't even realize I do. I think actually this is a fairly new thing, maybe. So last night I was at work. I was tired and a little grumpy. I can't get into the specifics because there's a potential of an investigation to get involved on a certain person that upset me. But I was at work, and there was a certain nurse that didn't want to do his job correctly. And I kind of called him out on it. And instead of, correcting the situation, he just gave me out. And I didn't say it super nicely because I was also a little frustrated because I was tired. And when I was supposed to go talk to this individual about the situation, he just stood there and was BSing with some other random coworker. And he kept looking over and looking at me, but not acknowledging, knowing full well that I was there to correct the situation.
Yeah.
When talking to him, then I walked away and I told the nurse, I said, if he doesn't come over here in the next 20 minutes, we're leaving because we've already gone over our time limit that we're supposed to be here before we leave with a patient. And then all of a sudden he just stops talking, comes over. So I told him, I said, this isn't correct and it needs to be fixed. He starts giving me a bunch of attitude about it and he gets upset. And let's just say there were some emails written that went up to important people.
Mm-hmm.
So I was upset.
Yeah.
Because this guy was trying to get me to do stuff that could get me in serious trouble, and I didn't want to do it. And it affects our patient. It would not medically, but it could cause them a hardship that's unnecessary. And I felt bad about that. Over this rugged exterior, I'm a tender, kind-hearted soul.
I like that you think this is rugged. I was like, maybe it's because I know you, but I'm like, shut up, you teddy bear.
But I was super angry with that guy. And then all of a sudden, the next thing I know is every time I saw somebody that I knew and was very friendly with and had an established relationship, I saw this one girl, Tammy, and I'm like, oh, hey, Tammy, how are you doing? You look beautiful tonight. I appreciate you. You're such a wonderful person. And she was like, oh, why are you being so extra nice? And I didn't really think about it, and I was like, oh, why am I? And then the next person I see, I'm like, oh, you look lovely. I hope you're having a great night. And she's like, oh, are you being sarcastic? I'm like, oh, no. I think I like you, and I think you're a very kind soul. And she was like, oh, that's because, I'm nice to a lot of people, but I felt like I was being super nice.
Yeah.
And then I realized if I am raging inside, the demon hell beast is ready to just strangle dolphins or something, suddenly I become super nice to people I like and care about, overly nice, not weird people, just
Sorry, I'm like, can you strangle a dolphin?
No, it's just a weird metaphor that I came up with because it's impossible to string a dolphin because of the way their anatomy works.
Yeah, I was like, but then I never thought about that because I was imagining you and the dolphin's and dying and shit. I was like, oh, wait a second, how does that work?
No, it's not possible. That's how angry I was that I would find a way to strangle a dolphin, kind of thing.
Oh, well, you know what?
I love how you sat there and tried to figure out the logistics and the biology and the science. I mean, I guess if you just got a cork and just...
Yeah, that's what I was like. I think you'd have to just cork it.
Yeah, but I was so just upset just because of the ridiculousness behind it. I wrote a extremely long email with pictures and timestamps.
Oh, Jesus.
Because he flipped that switch.
Yeah.
I'm one of those people that are very nice and very laid back, and mistakes happen. I'm kind of like, okay, let's fix some problems. No big deal. But just the situation surrounding it.
Yeah.
Of how there were certain things that were going on that were just they were questionable in morality. And I was upset. And so instead of just carrying that anger, I guess it does kind of help me though, because like instead of just being angry at that person and holding it, I turned into like, hey, you know what? You're a good friend, and I appreciate you.
Yeah. Well, I feel like I do similar things because I don't want to be angry.
Yeah.
Like recently I've been like really angry at a friend that we all know I only have two. So I was angry at a friend. I still haven't talked to her, but I don't want to be mad at her, like because things happen and I just don't like that feeling. Like anger, like I've always been an angry person. And I've gotten to the point where like if I don't have to be angry and if I don't have to wallow in it, then I'm gonna like work my hardest not to. And like even I like to just I give everybody the benefit of the doubt though is part of the problem too because I'm like well it's not hard to understand people honestly if you just like take a second. So a lot of times I understand why people do certain things and so I can give people passes and then that makes me less angry. But then when they fuck up again and I never said anything, I get to the point like where I'm like, okay, now I'm starting to get pissed.
Yeah.
And then somebody else did something that pissed me off too at the same day, and I couldn't. Like I was done. I was just like I am at my official max anger. I'm like I just gotta like anything to make me feel like rainbows and butterflies again. And I'm like, so a lot of times I'll like walk myself through like whatever somebody did to piss me off. So I'll just be like, oh, well, like I can understand how this happened and this happened and this happened. And it kind of helps me calm down. And then I can like, and then I'm at a point too where when I'm angry, I say shit that I don't mean. And it makes things 10 times worse. So I've gotten to the point too where if I am super angry, I won't talk to somebody at that particular moment because I'm also like, I need to make sure that like I am expressing myself correctly and I'm also not making a big deal out of it.
Yeah. One of my angry rants became my ex-wife's email address. She became spoiled dumb bitch fuckhead at AOL.com or whatever it is. I don't know if it's AOL. I don't remember if it was Gmail or Yahoo. I'm not gonna give you her email address. But it was spoiled dumb bitch fuckhead. With some slight changes.
But yeah.
You figure out how to spell
it. It's just like I'm getting older, I'm getting more mature, and I'm like, I'm not trying to necessarily dodge this person, like, and where everybody's busy. I'm at an age where everybody's doing shit.
Yeah.
It's not like we text every day all the time anyway, so I'm not sure it's noticed or not, but it's like I just need some time to clear. I'm different about anger than I used to be.
Yeah.
And I'm just like
you punched me in the face once.
I did. That I did.
Yeah.
But
she punched me as hard as she could too.
Oh, yeah.
And
I tried.
And I was like, why did she do that?
Yeah, well, yeah, that was also like
there was a lot of
I hate like the term like old Diane or whatever because I'm like I did that. Like I definitely did that.
I understand where some of the anger came from. I realized there were certain things I did not take an appropriate approach to, and I deserved at least 15% of that punch.
15%, but I gave you a full 100.
Yeah,
and that's where I went wrong. But no, yeah, I anger is like if I can do anything or be to help myself feel in a better place, like yeah, like complimenting or even just talking to people who like I don't rant about people as much as I used to. Like when I'm pissed off, I don't like go to somebody and be like this bitch blah 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 blah. Like now I've gotten to the point where it's like okay, this is my own thing, this is my anger, blah 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 blah. Deal with that myself, and then I can also I don't know. It's just I put more thought into my emotions these days.
Yeah, I try to too.
I'm not trying to like necessarily control them, but
even the situation at work, like after the confrontation, figured out, I've been sitting here reassessing is there anything I could have done differently in my approach to it? Because granted, it was in the wee hours of the morning. I was also very tired, and I may have not have had the proper tone that could have set him on the defense right away, and I understand that. But at the same time, some of the other things that he insisted upon was not ethically appropriate.
Yeah.
So I think with that, I'm going to sign off and say, you know what? Don't let your anger take you over. Use that anger and turn to positivity. I mean, that's what I try to do. Like, instead of just dwelling on how angry I am, I started focusing on what I like about these other people that are close to me. And I am a person that keeps a very close circle around me. And I just want people to know that, I do appreciate them. And with that,
bragging about your close circle. I got one friend right now. My close circle. Just kidding. Moving on. Yes, that was a good end. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Now that my nice morality clause, I was trying to end it with a whole G.I. Joe moment.
Oh, sorry. Do you want?
No, it's too late now. You ruined it. But either way.
And knowing is half the battle.
Just don't let anger take you over. Because anger leads to hate. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to the dark side. Don't join the dark side. Unless you have to, I guess. I don't know. You know what? Some people deserve the dark side. But in the long run, don't let it ruin yourself. We love you. This is the best of the bottom. Bottoms up, and we love you.
Anger guns, how controversial.
Tastes pretty good.